Well, the city of Warner Robins will enjoy a more than $20 million increase in the fiscal year 2026 budget from fiscal year 25. With inflation continuing to impact operations, city leaders ensuring the most efficient use of funds becomes more important than ever. 41 NBC's Taylor Gilchrist was at today's public hearing and has more.
The city of Warner Robins will have more money to work with in fiscal year 2026, which could mean more funding for public safety, public works, and city development.
It's going to be a really good end to this calendar year and going into the next calendar year.
The budget proposal includes a 9.6% increase in money allocated to public safety, including training and staff wages for the city's fire and police departments. Mayor LaRonda Patrick says an increase in law enforcement over the past few years is a major reason for the 7% decrease in serious crime city data shows for 2024.
We put in all this effort into recruiting. We're able to get salaries increased that made us a better fit for some people in their careers. And now we have a police department that is pretty well staffed.
Warner Robins has innovated in recent years to get results. James Drinkard, the city's first full-time city administrator, says the finance department is undergoing restructuring and will work closely with the new grants administrator to get more funding for city projects.
The city of Warner Robins is leaving too much on the table right now, and it's because we haven't had a strategic and intense grant management program here. Well, we're about to.
Drinkard says fiscal year 2026 will mark the first time the city reassesses its budget at the 6-month mark to identify unused funds. The city council will look to reallocate those funds for other purposes. Patrick says this process will be important as Warner Robins could see less money in property tax revenue due to opting into House Bill 581, which placed a cap on increases. Patrick says capping property tax increases was necessary as inflation and financial uncertainty still weighs heavily on the community.
A lot of people, they have uncertainty about their income, their careers for some, and they're making tough choices. So with that added piece to the puzzle, having that mid-year is even more beneficial.
Despite remaining uncertainty in other areas, Patrick and Drinkard say the city fully expects to keep the millage rate at 8.953 mills, which is a record low. In Warner Robins, Taylor Gilchrist, 41 NBC News.
The city plans to adopt its fiscal year 2026 budget at the city council meeting on June 30th. The second and final public hearing on the budget is scheduled for noon that same day.